So let's talk about this LLC and why that might have seemed like a good idea.
Yeah. Well, first I got to talk about something else called homestead. So I don't know if every state has this, but California has it, Nevada has it, a lot of states have it. It's a law that says a creditor cannot take your home away from you. There's what's called a homestead exemption amount, and it varies by state. And so that amount of home equity is protected from creditors. In Nevada, that number is $605,000. So we know from what we read about this lawsuit that there was a mortgage on the property. So OJ, even if OJ owned it, he didn't have 100% home equity. So it's possible that the 605,000 homestead exemption would have protected whatever OJ actually owned. So, say the house is worth $1 million, but OJ had a $400,000 mortgage. That 605 exemption covers the whole equity that OJ owned. So it's possible that he didn't need this LLC for that reason, because his homestead exemption would have protected him from creditors. However,
it wouldn't have protected him from all creditors. And we are specifically talking about the IRS here. We know that you never, ever want to have the IRS on your back. You don't want to owe them money. And that's because the IRS is what's called a super creditor. And that means that the IRS can still get paid even when other creditors like the Goldman family wouldn't be able to. The IRS gets priority.
Right. So this formation of the LLC might have seemed like the only way that this home could be OJ's, but not open to the IRS taking it away from him. If this entity was properly managed like a separate entity, not just OJ's personal asset, and if it wasn't set up for a fraudulent purpose, it might have worked to protect the home equity from the IRS. Those are two big ifs in this case. We don't know the answer to those questions. And there are some sort of not great facts pointing to maybe Justin did take advantage of OJ. Jessica, what do you think about that?
Yeah. And again, we're just gossiping. We're just speculating here. But, Justin is allegedly, he's now living in the house and he's refusing to give the money back to the executor, which if this is something that Justin and OJ had, worked out, planned to do, it doesn't really make sense that he would now be refusing to give it back to the estate.
Yeah, I guess that's true, because if the goal would have been possibly to protect OJ while he was alive from the IRS, but now that he's gone, the IRS can get their money, and what difference does it make? It's not helping OJ anymore. And if what Justin did was for that purpose, you think that he would give the money back to the estate.